When you start to learn how to pipe icing flowers, you'll quickly find that you'll be using a 104 tip a lot. Tip 104 is a petal tip, just like the tip 127, but this one is just a lot bigger. If you look at the shapes of the opening, it's like a teardrop. The base of the tip is really wide and the top is tapered. You'll want to pipe with the tapered side on the top because that's what's going to give you the delicate look of a petal. The advantage of using a tip 104 is that you can customize your flower petal by petal. With a drop flower tip, the shape of the tip makes the design for you. But with petal tips, you can choose to have 3 petals or even 10 petals if you want. I want to focus on a really basic technique, and I'm going to show you how to make a simple 5-petal flower using the tip 104 on a flower nail. I already have a bag fitted with a tip 104, and we're going to be using medium consistency icing. I'm going to attach my flower square to my flower nail. I want you to pay close attention to how I have my bag positioned. The wide end is going to be towards the center, and the narrow end is pointing outwards so that we can get those delicate petal edges. The key thing to remember here is to squeeze and turn the nail at the same time. So let's get started. I'm going to pipe my first petal. I'm going to squeeze and pull towards the center. You might have noticed as I pipe my petal, I'm turning my nail simultaneously. Let's do another one so you can see it a little bit better. I just keep turning the nail as I do more petals. Your turns actually affect the size of your petals. If you do a really big turn, you're going to end up with a bigger petal. And here's a completed flower. I also want to show you quickly a different petal tip, which is a tip 127, which really makes large petals. The petals are so big, you can only pipe a few on a flower nail. If you want to make a big flower on top of a cupcake, this is excellent. I have a cupcake here that I'm going to use just like a flower nail. I'm going to turn it as I pipe my flower, just like a nail. Once again, wide end towards the center, and I'm going to squeeze and turn and pull down towards the center. Squeeze and turn, and again, pull down towards the center. And that's it. And then you can also use a round tip to add a center if you'd like to. The basic petal technique is so classic, and you can really dress it up in so many ways. You can add different flower centers to it, or you can experiment with icing color effects for some really cool looking flowers. Here I have some cookies and a cake using the techniques we just learned. I used the 104 for these delicate little flower cookies and the 127 as the topper for this cake. You can really build on this technique by changing the number of petals. It doesn't have to be just 5. You can make a flower with 3 petals if you want, or you can even experiment with overlapping rows.